You can make many variants from a single procedural texture equation, PC or Mac. As always in Affinity Photo, you need layer and new layer, and then edit and fill, and you can fill it with any colour. Maybe go for red or green, etc. And apply. Go to the layer menu and new layer filter layer and colours and procedural texture. A really good start point, presets. So go to presets and I would suggest mono swirls. Mono swirls and you get this very unusual design. I think it's always a good idea to drag this out. You can just make it a bit bigger. Now you see up here I've got an equation, and that's the equation that creates this. OSCI. Now I don't want that. What I want is sin, S-I-N. So I replace the I and put sin. And straight away I think the design looks nicer. And also you've got here square count. I'm just going to set that to 2 and you can see it a little bit easier as well. So you've got a very basic change but a much more, I think, better design. Now I'm not going to change any of these others, Perlin, etc. or the VEC too. Please check out the Affinity Photo help for information about that. However, I am going to modify the RX and RY, and that's a great start point. You can create all kinds of designs just by putting RX minus RY, just a subtle change, and that will make everything go diagonally. And of course, what you can also do is you can always put 3 times RX, so you can just vary it, or maybe 3 times RY, or RY divided by 3, and so on. You can just create a variety of different variations just by changing that. However, I want to create a radial design, and a really easy way of doing that is to put a square root, SQRT, and then bracket, and then RX times RX, and that's an asterisk, plus RY times RY, and then bracket again. And as soon as you do that, you can see now you've got this lovely radial design. Now at this point you could stop. If that's the sort of design you want, a radial design and some sort of variation around here. You can also copy this part of the equation, the square root. Just select it. Just that square root and the RX, etc. Control C, Control V into this one, RY. Instead of RY, that RY there, just put that same there. And as soon as you do that, you'll notice it changes even more. Now it's really a radial design. You've got more like a gradient design. And you can still modify these. So you can change these. You can also change the offset, and you can change the square count, and you can create a variety of different designs simply by doing that. If that's what you want, this lovely radial circular design. Also, what you can do is you can move it. You've got RX and RY. They're relative X and RY, so you can reposition it. So say you want a nice radial design just in the center, zooming outwards from that point there, you can create that design very quickly. Now this is a live filter layer, and that's the key thing, it's a layer. So down the bottom you've got blend mode. So you can run through the blend mode, you can say darken, multiply, color burn, because the color before was red or pink. So as soon as you change that, you can see the underlying color as well. Now I'm going to close this, but here's the actual function. Just please copy that. Feel free to copy it, but it really makes it easy just to quickly go to the mono swirls as a start point, and it's just add in those variant things like the square root. You don't need to keep this alive. You can always go over here and layer and down to rasterize. So layer and rasterize, and now it's a standard pixel layer. And of course, what you can do, filters, distort, deform, twirl, etc. Apply any number of filter effects to this design and manipulate it in all kinds of different ways. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. Thank you much.